Sup my boys, this is Mr. Rivera once more, and we're going for part 4 of this beautiful Cambridge exam that we were doing, because I'm playing today with my lyrics and I'm doing some acrobatic stunts where I'm practicing that I still be able to break the motherfucking table over the back of the graphical. It's really hard for me to speak to sometimes. Rapping can be something really interesting for your Cambridge exam, because rappers normally will have some pretty beautiful words for you to use in your speaking activities. But by now, let's go with part 4 of our reading and use of English. And this part is something really peculiar, because this is kind of a really crazy kind of part, kind of a pain in the butt. So let's just start with this. It says, for questions 25 to 30, complete the second sentence so that it has similar meaning to the first sentence using the word given. Do not change the word given. No change the word given. You must use between 3 and 6 words, including the word given. Okay? They say a lot of given, and this is something you shouldn't do in your writings, because we don't want to repeat the same words. As you see, it sounds really weird. So let's start. They are going to show you a phrase. James would only speak to the head of the department alone. And then it says, like, use on. Use the word on and rewrite exactly the same sentence in another order. For this, I would recommend you, to use basically sneeze. When someone sneezes, you say bless you. Anyways, like here it says to basically, we're going to use everything that we know about passive voice in general. Like, it's mostly passive voice all the time. You know what I mean? So here we're going to try to use a lot of passive voice, okay? So in this case, it says, James blah blah to the head of the department alone. So as James would only speak to the head of the department alone because he's so annoying and he only speaks with the manager, James insisted on speaking to the head of the department. Here you will use phrasal verbs too, you will use idioms and everything you should know by now. Remember that we always use the destination book. Destination book is a book that we always give in our classes for free, but for obviously piracy reasons I cannot share it through YouTube. I would love it, but I will just show the book in case you will need to find it out by yourself. It's called Destination C1 and it's written by Macmillan. Macmillan is a really good author for English books. I really love it, but just for learning vocabulary, because if you want to learn how to speak, you will need to be more practical. Anyways, let's start with the first part. My brother now earns far less than he did when he was younger. I want you to read this really slow. Why? Because the most common mistakes are reading fast. That's when everyone makes mistakes. This exercise is about reading slowly. You will get the rest of the phrases by your own, but reading slowly is the key for this. My brother now earns far less than he did when he was younger. So I will explain it in other words. When you explain in other words, it is better. Remember that the difference between other and another is that other is for plural and an other is for singular. So it says that my brother, I hate my brother, now earns far less. He gets less money. Not good. Than he did when he was younger. So I don't know what he did when he was younger, but when he was younger, the guy got a lot of money. But now not. Now, my brother, blah blah blah, much now as he did when he was younger. Nearly. It's time with the timer. What do you think goes here? You have from 3 to 6 words to use, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, from 3 to 6 words. So let's start. Beep. Boop. Beep. You can always pause the video. Anyways, let's go here. My brother, much now as he did when he was younger. We are not going to say nearly as much because he doesn't earn nearly as much now. He doesn't earn as much as when he was younger. So the correct answer to this one, it's best basically. Check it out. My brother does not earn nearly as much as he did when he was younger. You see that this is affirmative and this is negative. We have to pay attention to it. Now, let's understand phrasal verbs. Remember that phrasal verbs are made up from a verb, okay, that tells what action is happening, and that preposition to tell what direction is going. So for example, stand up means stand up because you stand and you go up. Whoop. Like shut up is like shut whoop up. Okay, we have like, for example, makeup, to make, do something with their hands and create, and up, something different. Brush up, understand, so you're brushing your head and it goes up, understanding. Think up, create something, up. Understanding a language, it's key for this, because you have to understand the way we're creative. I mean, phrasal verbs have no sense without being as creative as an American or as an English person or as a Scottish person or an Indian person is. Got it? So let's go here. They are demolishing the old bus station and replacing it with a new one. Pulled. The old bus station is blah 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 with a new one. Your turn. Pause the video. Let's go. They are demolishing the old bus station and replacing it with a new one. The old bus station is being pulled down with and replaced with a new one. It's being pulled down, demolished, pulled down, and replaced with a new one. Great job. Now it's your turn to make the rest of the exam here. You can share the answers with us and we're going to be so happy to correct them. Have a wonderful day. Bye.